Maybe you can rap a little bit.
Maybe you can rap a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe you can rap a little bit.
I'm gonna start rapping, man. And then everybody gonna be saying, man.
Canelo Alvarez has continued his war of words with Terence Crawford after Crawford confidently promised to give him a serious beating when they eventually meet in the ring. While such talk may seem like typical pre-fight banter to most, Canelo found Crawford's statement deeply insulting and disrespectful, fueling the tension between the two champions.
It's like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I think Crawford don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money.
What likely adds to the disrespect for Canelo Alvarez is the noticeable weight difference between him and Terence Crawford. However, as we all know, weight alone doesn't determine the outcome of a fight. Just look at the heavyweight division and its current dominant force. In response to Crawford's bold claims, Canelo fired back, asserting that he would defeat Crawford before they even stepped into the ring. He went further, vowing to do what he hasn't done to his last 5 opponents, knock Crawford out.
Crawford to call you out at 68, say that he can beat you at this weight?
No, you know, everybody wants to fight with me, so it's fine.
That being a bigger...
For Canelo Alvarez, being at the top means a never-ending line of challengers, including Terence Crawford, eager to share the ring with him. It's an honor that everyone wants to fight me, dreaming of having a fight against Canelo, he remarked. Alvarez explained his decision to face Edgar Berlanga, citing the unbeaten Brooklyn fighter's impressive record of 16 consecutive first-round knockouts at the start of his career. Canelo described Berlanga as an entertaining, active, and younger challenger who promises to deliver an exciting fight.
I'm focused 100% on this fight. Look, I don't like the way he talk, and I'm not in this position.
Canelo Alvarez has remained skeptical about the idea of Terence Crawford taking the fight to him, especially given Crawford's smaller stature, which might compel him to adopt a more elusive strategy. He's a good fighter. I know that, Alvarez acknowledged. He thinks he can do everything, but it's a little different at 154. That's why there are weight classes. While Alvarez expressed admiration for Crawford's skill and style, he pointed out the noticeable difference in performance at higher weight classes, referencing Crawford's fight against Madrio as an example. Good fighter, but it's just different, he concluded.
If he wants to work with me, it's in my way, not in their way.
What was
I don't need it.
What didn't you like about how he approached? Like, what was...
It's not that.
Alvarez hinted that it might be wise to delay a potential showdown with the undefeated former 168-pound title holder David Benavidez. This would allow Benavidez to pursue a bout with the eventual winner of the highly anticipated clash for the undisputed light heavyweight championship between unbeaten Russian fighters Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, scheduled for October 12 in Saudi Arabia. Acknowledging the excitement surrounding that matchup, Alvarez remarked, "People want to see that fight. They'll have to pay." Additionally, he expressed interest in fighting in Japan, inspired by one of his most admired boxers, former featherweight champion Oscar Larios of Mexico, who had a storied career competing in the country.
The way to approach is not the way to approach to me. Look, I respect everybody and I respect Turkey, but look, if
I like to take things fight by fight, but I definitely love the experience of fighting in Japan, Alvarez shared. I grew up watching George Linares, who fought in Japan many times. I really want to go there and have that experience. As for Saudi Arabia, Alvarez's future there remains uncertain. He has expressed significant dissatisfaction with the Boxing Federation, particularly with Alalshikh, criticizing their approach and decision-making.
pidiendo esa pelea, al final
Claro que no. La quiero para mi hijo, por favor.
Sí, no, aquí yo creo que Crawford needs to fight Teofimo first.
Reports suggest that Alvarez may be gearing up to face David Benavidez in the near future. However, the boxing superstar has reportedly demanded a staggering $200 million for the fight, a figure that Al Heyman seems unwilling to entertain. Alvarez's unique approach, often referred to as Turkey Alalshikh, has reshaped the boxing landscape in recent years.
Fight possible in boxing, is that something you'd actually be interested in?
You know, it's crazy when you asking about that because you say, you're much understand.
Playing a significant role in revitalizing the sport's prominence within combat sports. Despite this, Alvarez appears unwilling to fully embrace this path, and Alalshikh seems to share a similar sentiment with his recent actions. Meanwhile, Alec has taken a firm stance, issuing a clear shutdown to Alvarez's demands.
Payday, obviously, but I don't want that fight. I think Teofimo deserves more than me.
During a media conversation, Canelo Alvarez explained why he is asking for $200 million to face David Benavidez. Obviously, he's a risk. He's a great fighter, and on fight night, he brings 25 pounds more than me into the ring. It's a risk, but I don't care. If the money's right, it can happen tomorrow, Alvarez stated. $200 million payout, however, would require an enormous gate for promoters to generate a significant revenue. A challenge that Turkey Alalshikh is well aware of.
Right now,
Yeah.
Turkey has said that he's not interested in the fight anymore. What's your reaction or your response to that?
Taking to his social media platform, Alalshikh dismissed Canelo Alvarez's demands, saying, "I heard Canelo said he respects me, but doesn't like the way I do business. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me whether he respects me or not. As for my business approach, I know why he doesn't like it. It's because I focus on making big fights at fair prices. Naturally, not everyone is a fan of that." Schick didn't hold back, even questioning Alvarez's credibility as a fighter. "Canelo is looking for easy fights. I know how he feels after losing to Bivol. He's been chasing easier matchups ever since. But let's be clear, I'm not the one afraid of fighting Benavidez or Crawford. It's high. He's wasting everyone's time with outrageous demands that can't realistically be met." Concluding his remarks, Schick stated,
It was no different from 147, to be honest. Israel just was a strong opponent. You know, we knew that coming in.
It must be disheartening for Terence Crawford, who had viewed a potential showdown with Canelo Alvarez as the biggest fight of his career, one that would guarantee him his highest payday. Crawford had shown interest in facing the Mexican star, as long as a lucrative offer was presented. As the saying goes, if the money's right, we've got a fight on our hands.
Right hand wasn't bothering me. You know, I wasn't really too much worried about the right hand. You know, he landed a couple of times at the end of the round where he was trying to steal it.
Crawford continued, but at the same time, he's got a fight he's focused on with Edgar Berlanga on September 14th. As for me, I'm going to go back to my family, relax, and enjoy this win and the accomplishments I've made in boxing. When pressed again about a potential fight with Canelo, Crawford remained composed.
Possible to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offer. And look, I'm 100% focused on this fight, and then we'll see.
It's important to me, but it's just another milestone towards greatness and financial wisdom, Crawford remarked. However,